Then what happened? And you got dirty and you have 100. Hi, to I'm in class. Look what I found. I got some bugs. Okay, where do I begin? I have a worm. Tengo acá un gusano o lombriz. He's pretty dirty because they like living in the dirt. There we go. This worm does not have any legs, so it's technically not an insect. Esto no tiene piernas, entonces no es un insecto, pero igual viven ahí con los insectos. I found a beetle. We're gonna talk about a beetle later, but not today. See, he has 6 legs. That's a beetle. And then we have a roly-poly. Oh, come here, look at this. See this guy right here? Watch, he's gonna turn into a little ball. Él se va a convertir a una pelotita. When he feels that he's in danger. Oh, okay, I'm gonna pick him up. Oh, there he goes. Se volvió a una pelotita porque él sintió que estaba en peligro. And that's what they do. They're called roly-polies. I'm gonna put him right here and see if he opens up again. And then, oh, there he goes. He opened up. See? Ahí está, se abrió. And then, this is the guy that we're gonna talk about today. Vamos a hablar de este insecto. Se llama 100 pies. This is called a centipede. Do you see how many legs he has? I don't want to pick him up because they might be poisonous. No quiero levantarlo con mis manos porque quizás sea venenoso. But this is what it looks like. It's the centipede. So these insects, they're not really insects because he has a lot of legs, and insects only have 6 legs. Él no es un insecto porque tiene muchas piernas y los insectos tienen 6, but he's still a bug. They live to be 5 years old. Ellos viven a ser 5 años, which is a long time for a bug. If one of their legs comes off, maybe like a bird try to eat it, it grows back. Si su pierna se sale porque un pájaro trató de comerlo, crece de nuevo la pierna. Some of them are poisonous. Okay, that's it for the centipede. I'm gonna put this guy back over here. All right, so yesterday we were talking about rain and how when clouds have a lot of water, they get so full of water that it starts to rain. Hablamos de cómo las nubes se llenan de agua y cuando están tan llenos empieza a caer la lluvia. But how does the rain get in those clouds? ¿Cómo se llenan las nubes del agua? Well, let's talk about this rag, okay? See, this is so wet, right? Este trapo está bien mojado. And if I hang this rag right here, si yo cuelgo esto aquí, when I come back tomorrow or in a few hours, what's gonna happen? The sun is out. ¿Qué pasa? Yo dejo este trapo mojado, el sol está ahí afuera. ¿Qué va a pasar con esto? It's gonna dry. Esto se va a secar. But how does it dry? What happens to this water? ¿Qué pasa con el agua de acá? Well, the sun is making this warm up and the water goes up in the air in an invisible thing called a gas. El sol calienta esto y el agua del trapo se sube en una forma invisible que se llama un gas. And that goes up into the clouds. Y a lot of these little gas bubbles get together and they fill up the cloud with water. Muchos de estos como los gases pequeños se suben en el aire y se forman en la nube y cuando hay muchos de esos se llena de agua. And that's how it rains. Where else do you see a lot of water in our world? ¿Dónde más hay mucha agua? There's water in rivers, in lakes, and in the ocean. Hay agua en los ríos, en los lagos, y en el mar. So all of that water, when it gets warm, when the sun hits it, water from there goes up into the clouds. And see, right now, it's getting cloudy. So there must be a lot of water in those clouds. Hay muchas agua en esas nubes. Okay. Oh, look what I found. I went for a walk and I found this on the ground. What do you think this is? ¿Qué piensan que es esto? I'll give you a hint. It belongs like this. What animal do you think this belongs to? ¿Qué animal ustedes piensan? A cat? No. A cow? No. A deer. Esto es de un venado. I mean, poor guy, he was like, doo, 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 and then it just fell. So I kept it because it's really cool. All right, now, come up with me. All right, a few days ago, we planted some seeds, right? Hace unos días hemos sembrado semillas. Let me show you what these seeds look like again so that you remember. Se veían así. And we planted them in my egg carton. Los plantamos en un cartón de huevos, but the wind blew it away. So I planted some in here. And come look what happened. So, remember, we get the seed and we put it in the dirt like this. And look, this is what happened after a few days. Empezaron a brotar las semillas. So these things grew into that. Estas semillas crecieron, ¿sí? And when they grow, they're gonna look like this. Cuando crezcan, se van a ver como estos. These flowers are called marigolds. Pretty cool. So these seeds, these plants are in dirt, okay? And this plant is not in dirt, it's in water. So I told you that plants need 3 things, which they do. And let's review. Okay? So they need water, you got it, water. Remember that letter from yesterday? Esta letra que aprendimos ayer, that's the little r. Water, and it needs sun, necesitan sol, and it also needs, what else do you remember? Air. But what about these guys? I put them in the dirt. So necesitan tierra, porque estos están en la tierra. So plants also need dirt. I'm gonna teach you a fancy way of saying dirt, okay? But I'm gonna write dirt right now. Dirt. Dirt. Necesitan tierra. Here's a fancy way of saying dirt. Soil is another way of saying dirt. Okay? So plants need 4 things also. All right, guys. Well, tomorrow we'll talk about the beetle and some other things, and I hope you have a great day. Yeah.